Okay, now let's go over some of the shoulder exercises that we're going to be doing. So when you're hitting your shoulders in your full body workouts, you need to make sure that you're hitting each one of the muscles in the shoulder at least once. So that's your anterior deltoid, your medial deltoid, and your posterior deltoid. I'm going to show you how to hit each with these exercises, but just keep in mind when you're making your workouts, incorporate an exercise that targets each one of these at least once. So the first exercise is dumbbell press. So with the dumbbell press, it's very important that you are doing a pressing motion and not a fly motion. So like when you come down, you want to pause when your arm is parallel to the ground. Don't go below parallel because it will start to pull on the rotator cuff. So when you get to parallel, push back up to the top and lock your elbows out. Don't bring the dumbbells together, but you don't want them out too wide. So again, think of it as a pressing motion, just like I'm doing. And one more thing that I'll add is when you are doing your shoulder press, if you want to do them standing, you can, but for either sitting or standing, when you are at the bottom, make sure that the dumbbells are, your arms are at a 90-degree angle like this. You don't want the dumbbells out here too far, and you don't want them in too far. So about 90-degree angle like this, and then you'll go up here and make sure that you're not doing this motion. It's this motion, okay? Make sure you're going light on these because this is one of those exercises that you really need to get good form on before you start to incorporate too much weight. The next exercise, that was for the anterior deltoid, the front deltoid. Now we're going to do an exercise for the side deltoid or the medial deltoid. This is a side lateral raise. So on these, it's very important that you are lifting the weight with your shoulders. So when you do that, you need to focus on pulling through your elbow. Okay, so don't think of lifting the weight with your forearms first or with your hands up. You are lifting the weight with your elbows. Relax your hands. Your hands are just hooks to hold the weight. Relax your hands all the way up and feel it in that side deltoid. Now for the rear deltoid, we're going to be doing face pulls. So on these face pulls, you are going to grab the rope at about your head, or as high as your head is. So on the cable machine, grab the rope as high as your head is and pull your elbows back. Again, your hands are acting as hooks. Pull your elbows back until the rope is at eye level and then slowly go forward. Now we want to make sure we're not pulling too far back because then we start to incorporate more of the traps and less of the rear deltoid. So on the rope pull, the face pull, it's very important that we get that mind muscle connection with the rear delt, but I will say that this is one of the smallest muscles that we target, so it's going to be a little bit harder for you to get that mind muscle connection, especially in the beginning. It'll take some time, so as you gradually build up the strength of that muscle and the size of it, you'll be able to feel that mind muscle connection a lot better. So again, face pulls, pulling through your elbows. Don't go back too far, only go back as far as I showed you in the demonstration. So that is going to be the 3 exercises that we hit for shoulders in the beginning section, because shoulders is one of those muscle groups that is kind of harder to get that good mind muscle connection on, just because it's not so black and white when we're actually hitting the muscle group. So for now, just incorporate those 3 exercises into all of your shoulder workouts, and later on, like in the intermediate and the expert section, we'll add in more workouts that are going to give you more of an arsenal to pick from when it comes to your shoulder day. So those are the exercises. Next video, I will talk about the exercises for biceps and triceps.